In the background.
Hello. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to Human Better 365. Yet again, another podcast here for you. So, one thing that I want to tell you about new, right? We're always doing more. We're always improving here at the Human Better 365 platform. I plan on going live 5 days a week. 5 days a week. We're going to be coming to you Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. These are the topics. These are the shows that we are going to be doing. So Mondays is going to be all about collect that money, honey. All about business, all about finances, in and around the humans and those of us that are building small, middle-sized businesses, and we're trying diamonds. This is for the females that follow me. It's going to be all about it is going to be called Does It Spark Joy? All about giving back, contribution, and spirituality. Fridays is sobriety. We are going to be talking about Sober Society, the awesome community that my fiance and I work on or with, which is a community of sober individuals, and all about bringing the spark back within the sober community. So super excited about that. Check this out every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for those topics, which are hitting all the areas of our life, our health, our relationships, our prosperity, and our joy, which is what we're all about here within the Human Better 365 arena. So today we are going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about money, and we're going to be talking about how to get out of the broke cycle, how to get out of the broke cycle, how to break the cycle of being broke and actually step in to our financial freedom. I still remember way back in the day when I was so excited to have $6,000 in my account. It took me so long, first of all, to collect that $6,000. And I literally felt like a millionaire. I don't know where you are in your money journey, but I know that there are humans that follow me that have never had $6,000 in their account. And believe you me, I get it. I totally get it. I remember the days of negative $16.32 in my account, and just the awful feeling in my stomach being a single mom and not having any money. I know the days of like picking up the couch cushions and just searching for pennies, trying to put gas in my car. I remember the days in Chicago of going through all of my winter clothes, like digging through the pockets of winter clothes, trying to find dollar bills or $5 bills or quarters that I maybe left in there last season. I have been there. I have done that. It was not fun. It was not fun. One of the things that I love to joke about is, people that say that money doesn't bring happiness. And I am here to tell you from the bottom of my heart that not having money also does not bring happiness. So I have done both, and I can successfully tell you that I have had several years in my life with zero money, very little money. And that was also not fun. That did not bring me any happiness. So if I had to choose one or the other, I would choose where I am now, as far as having a nice lump sum in my account and moving towards more in my account. So I want to talk just easy peasy, right? This is my first day on. We're doing our very first Collect That Money Honey show. Mondays is going to be all about business and finances. And I just want to talk real, just the real basics today for those of you that are maybe just joining me, or for maybe those of you that are, looking into figuring out a different way to collect some more money in your bank account. So we're just going to take it easy today. I always recommend that when you're watching any of my shows, whether it's here with the Human Better 365 or it's with my Her Version podcast, where I interview women Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, always have a notepad. Always have a notepad if you are listening to me anywhere, because there is guaranteed to be some awesome nuggets that are dropped every single time you see me online. I don't do any crazy entertainment. We're not jumping off of buildings or planes on this on this platform. This is all life-changing stuff that I'm constantly talking about. So always have your notes section out on your phone, or some sort of notepad, or a napkin, or a pen, or some sort, so you can scribble some stuff down every single time you listen. One simple thing to your day every single day. If you do that every day for 365 days, imagine the leaps and bounds that you'll be taking year after year after year after year. So this isn't a get rich quick thing. This isn't a make 17 changes overnight type thing. This is us realizing that it takes time to evolve. It takes time to adapt new habits. And we encourage you just to take little snippets here and there of what feels good for you, start implementing them, and then watch the changes go as you go along. There's always awesome free content here at Human Better 365 on our podcast, on our YouTube videos. We do tons of free programs and also paid programs to help you. And that's one of the things that I'm going to be talking about today, is a limited time offer that I am presenting to you. I'll probably announce it in the next 10 or 15 minutes as we're going along here. But the first thing I want to talk about today, which is something that I really had a hard time doing, and I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but paying your bills on time. And when I say pay your bills on time, I mean pay your bills on time even if you have money in your account. So my money struggle of just not wanting to let go of the money. I cannot tell you how many times in the duration of my journey I have had money in my account, and literally, not that I forgot, not that it slipped my mind, because we all know that happens sometimes, but I literally had money in my account and did not pay my bills, and watching my credit fall, watching my water get turned off, watching eviction notice at my apartment door, whatever it was, because I literally could not fathom writing a check and giving it to somebody else and watching my account fall. This screws you so bad. If you have the money in your account, pay your bills. Put yourself on some sort of a structure, some sort of a schedule, some sort of a planner. One of the things that I advocate all the time is, if you have it, this one's got this is my personal planner, so carried around. It's a little beat up there, but I run an awesome program called Envision Your Best Life. It's a 90-day program where I literally help you schedule every single thing that's going on in your life. And you can do this with anything. You can get any planner. You can go to Walmart and just get a planner and write down on certain days, check bills, pay bills. So when that day pops up, You know, okay, today's the day. I cannot let the day go by without me checking my bills. Put all your bills in one spot, check them every single day or every single day on that month, pay them all off and be done with it. Now, maybe you don't have money in your account, right? Maybe you don't have money in your account. And I've been there. I totally get it. You can be like, Sabrina, I get it. I would pay my bills on time if I had money. So we're moving on. We're moving on. The next one is to create a spending plan. Create a spending plan. People. So one of the things that I did probably a decade ago now, this worked for me. I recommend, if you are having issues with overspending, which is why you don't have enough money to pay off your credit cards or your water bill, you need to start being meticulous with your receipts. All right. So listen up. This is what I did, and I recommend you to do this. Go to the store. You probably even have this at home, especially if you have kids, and get a notebook, like an actual collector's edition notebook. This is just like a notebook, but just like one of these ones with notepads with paper in it. Every single time you spend, keep all your receipts and in chronological order. I should have brought this on because I have several of these, but put your receipts in chronological order in your notebook. So today is June 13th. So if I had gone to the store today, I would put a receipt here for June 13th. If I went to the store 5 times today, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receipts written down. Then next to the receipt, I would put in red, because it's negative money. In red, I would put down how much money I spent. At the end of each month, I would have the last page. This would be pages and pages and pages and pages just filled with receipts. At the end of the month, I would have a blank page. And on the blank page, I would write down how much money I brought in. So what was my paychecks that came in that month? And then in red, I would put what was the total of every single one of my receipts. And the amount of money that I was spending on stupid stuff like Jamba Juice smoothies and Starbucks and little snacks here at the gas station and little snacks there at the gas station was insane. Absolutely insane. And it really gave me something to work with. So it got to the point where I didn't want to have to write that down. I didn't want to have to write down that I spent another $8.76 at the gas station for a water and a snack. I didn't want to have to write down that I stopped by, I don't know, I didn't really eat fast food, but I'm sure I ate something like a Subway or something, where I got a sandwich and a drink for $12.97. So I started to pack my own little snacks. I started to just drive home and not make that one extra pit stop in between. And the goal every single month was to make that last page smaller than it was the previous month. And what started to happen is my spending got less and less and less and less, to the point where I literally barely spend any money at all. I got super serious about my savings account. I got super serious about putting money back into my business. I got super serious about buying things cash only, no credit. It literally changed my life. To this day, years later, I still have a financial journal that I keep bi-weekly. So after I graduated from that and I got my spending down, I barely spend, I'm good. I've got that habit down, right? Human Better 365 is all about every single day making little itty bitty changes. Once you start to make those changes, you then can graduate. right? So I don't have to do that anymore. I've now graduated from that, but I still keep a money journal where I bi-weekly write down all the money that's coming in, all the money, where all my money is at, the bank accounts, my investments, my cash, whatever. I have everything written down strategically so that as I'm turning the pages, I can see my money hopefully going up, 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 up every single month or every single, every other week. But if it does fall, then I can actually, look into that and say, oh my gosh, why did it fall that one month? Maybe put in extra effort to make sure that it goes back up or higher the month after. But it really gives us a visual. It's really, really important to treat your life as a business. Your life is a business. Your bank is a business. We need to run it the same way with the financials. Every single day, at the end of the day, a business runs its financials. How much money came in? How much money came out? Add that. Next day, how much money came in? How much money came out? Add that. And that's how a business is able to perceive its value, how much it's worth at the end of a quarter or at the end of a year. And we should be doing the same exact things with our own bank accounts. And these are the things that we're not taught. These are the things that we're not taught. And this is what I am so passionate about here within this community, Human Better 365, is teaching humans all of the things that college and church and your parents didn't necessarily teach you. So really getting strategic with something, whether you're using the Human Better 365 planner or you're going to get your own planner, it's important to continue to write notes to yourself. In this planner, there's a reminder section. There's a things to do section where on the day you can, ahead of time, you can just write in reminders. Reminder, check all finances. Reminder, do your bi-weekly. So that when you flip to that day, compete. Oh my gosh. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. I remember this hit me hard when I gave birth to my son. I was a single mom. His father left the situation for it's a whole story, but he was no longer in the picture. And I remember feeling this need because there was such a hole. There was such a hole in my self-worth, in who I was, in my self-esteem, in my confidence, in like who I was as a person, as a woman. My body was changing and I was no longer this like thin, cute little 20-year-old. I was now this, flabby skinned and not feeling pretty woman. And probably for the first like 9 months after giving birth to my son, I was wanting to fill that void with things, with material things, and I had no money. And I remember specifically this time, I went to a Walmart or Target, I don't even know, and I bought a set of matching kitchen towels. And I remember making a decision in my mind. They were, I think I even still have one of them, red, tan and brown, and they matched and they made me feel good and they made me feel like a good mother and a good wife. And it was just me and my son at the house at that time, but it made me feel good. And they were probably, I don't even know, like $7 or something. Not a big deal now, but like a huge deal back then. And I remember bringing them home. And I remember putting, one of them on my stove and putting the other two away and feeling good about that. And then I remember very soon after that, like literally the next day or a day after, I had no money for gas. And it's like, if I wouldn't have bought the towels, I would have had that $7 for gas. And it really hit me. Like, I honestly felt like, wow, that was a really dumb purchase at this point in my life. But we do this as humans. We do this because we're trying to fill voids. We buy expensive clothing. We're trying to get the latest phone or the latest gadgets. We're trying to have the biggest and the nicest homes. We're trying to have the best and the nicest cars. And what we're doing is we're actually driving ourselves right into the poorhouse, trying to outspend everyone. And then we're left with zero money in our account at the end of every month. And then we're wondering why we can't get ahead. And we can't get ahead because we're worried about what everybody else is thinking. I see this a lot with individuals as they get older. And divorce happens, and the separation of kids happens, and the spouses are trying to like compete with one another on the size of their house or the niceness of their car, and who's doing better and who's doing it bigger, and and it literally causes us to fall into a rat race that just is not necessary on any level. You have to take a step back. When I left my ex, I left a humongous house. I left a beautiful car, and I went into a little tiny place, and I was driving a beater, like 10-year-old van with rust on it, and the air conditioning wasn't working. And I had to humble myself, and I had to be okay with that. And I had to say, hey, listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have to just keep saving, just keep collecting money and saving, keep collecting money and saving, keep collecting money and saving. You can't let your ego get in the way. You have to continue to put the money into your account and reinvest it, whether you're reinvesting it into your business, whether you're reinvesting it into investments or stocks of some sort, or into some sort of a real estate. But you want to make sure that your money is working for you. To just take your money and just buy frivolous things like shoes and purses and phones, even though your phone works just fine, those things, well, phones can make you money, but those other things aren't actually investment. They're not making you money back. You need to be smart. We need to be smarter with our money, especially the women. We need to become smarter with our money. Put your money away somewhere and start to have your money work for you in some way or another. One of the things that I really want to dive into here in this podcast is how to do that. And we're going to get more into that on Mondays. If this stuff interests you, if talking about finances, learning more about finances from somebody who has done it, who has been on both sides of the spectrum, make sure that you're popping in on Mondays. Mondays, we're talking about money. Okay. So number four, create a savings account. I actually didn't know this. I didn't know this until I started coaching. People don't have savings accounts. People don't have savings accounts. I didn't know this. My parents raised us when we got our checking account. My mom opened me a checking account and a savings account. And she told me that I had to have an automatic withdrawal from my regular account into my savings account. So every time I had a job, any money, a certain amount of money would just flow into my savings account every single week. Wherever your checking account is, and I want you to open up a savings account, and I want you to do what is called an automatic withdrawal. Automatic withdrawal from your checking account into your savings account. I don't care if it's $15 a week. I don't care how much it is. You can do 10%, you could do like a percentage, or you can do a dollar amount from your checking account. So you right now have a job that's coming in every single week. You need to pay yourself. See, we go around, we pay everybody else. We're paying the restaurants, we're paying the car note, we're paying rent, but we're forgetting about ourselves. So every day at the end of the month, you look at your checking account, there's no money in it. Well, what about the money for yourself? What about the money for your future self, for your business, for your side hustles, for your investment, for your future, for your retirement? Where is that money? So it's so important for you to start paying yourself whatever amount of money, it doesn't matter, and have it dumped into your savings account. Don't look at it. Don't have a debit card connected to it. Don't look at it. Don't have any way where you can take money out of it at any point. And what'll happen is you'll forget about it. 6 months later, a year later, 5 years later, peek in and you'll see thousands of dollars start to be accumulated for you. And that's when you can actually really start to have fun. You know, one of the things that I did when I first left my last relationship was I saved. I had this awesome savings account. When I went to go buy not a new car, but like a newer car, I was able to pay for my car cash. It was a Honda Pilot, $21,000. $21,000 cash. Now, this is why this was so awesome. Okay, this is why this was so awesome. Listen, I went in to spend $21,000 on a vehicle. They sold it to me with the monthly payment, which had an interest rate connected to it. If I would have paid it monthly, which is what most Americans do, we pay our car off monthly. My end amount that I would have paid for that vehicle, had I not had cash, was $32,000. $32,000. I would have paid an extra $11,000 for that same exact vehicle if I would have done the monthly payment. But because I had that habit of dropping money into a savings account, one day I looked at my savings account, I had enough money for a vehicle, and I was able to pay cash for that vehicle. So I went through all of the rigmarole of doing the finances and signing the paper and getting qualified or whatever that was. And then month one, when it was like, you owe $352 or whatever it was, I wrote a check for 21 plus whatever that month's interest was, you know, like $100 or something extra. And I sent that in, or I called, I don't even remember, but I literally saved myself $11,000. So now I literally have still to this day, I have $11,000 extra not spending money, but extra money that I can reinvest into my company, reinvest into investment stocks, into some sort of a real estate, because I had that savings account. This is the sort of long term. This takes some time and some patience, but in the long run, these are the things that can really help us get ahead. But it takes patience. It takes a lot of patience. Okay. So number 5, if you're writing this stuff down, number 5, put yourself first. Put yourself first. Okay. So there's charities all over the place. And I know we're all loving people and we all want to give. And I'm not trying to say that giving is bad. But what I am going to say is you and your family unit, you have to take care of you and your family unit first. You and your family unit first. This is the idea that I use with this is the oxygen mask. Okay. So what do they say on an airplane? You have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you help anybody else. Because if you try to help everybody else, you could end up dying because you can't breathe. So then everyone around you ends up fine, but then you end up in what? Debt. You end up not being able to put food on your table. You end up getting kicked out of your place because you can't afford your rent or you can't afford your mortgage. So what I'm going to suggest to all of you loving, beautiful, heart-centered individuals is you need to put the charity work aside. If you really want to do charity work, donate your time. Donate your energy. Go to a soup kitchen. Go to a animal shelter and donate your time. This will be twofold. So not only are you still giving, okay, but now you're also networking. You're also networking. So find out who in this circle of also heart-centered people, obviously, what can you do together? What can you do together? If you're the type of person that's continuously giving money to people that you don't have, I've talked to so many individuals who are lacking in money, yet they always make sure that they're giving $200, $500, $1,000 to certain charities or during certain times of the year. And I get it and I love it. Thank you. We need that. However, you have to take care of yourself. You have obligations to yourself as a human being and to your family first. Now, the people in and around you who are doing this, who are giving of their time and giving of their energy, they're very much like you. So is there some sort of nonprofit that all y'all can do together? Is there some sort of networking that you can do together? Is there a race that you can do together? If you are that type of person, I know that you have had thoughts, you've had ideas that have come to you of things that you want to do that are bigger and greater than yourself. These are great people to work with, to network with, to get to know, to make your dreams and your desires come true. And then that is where the money comes into, right? Put your money towards that so that you're helping in a cause that you care about. And then you're able to also take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your community. Okay. Now that might sound a little harsh. But we're talking real today. We are talking real here at Human Better 365. I care about you, and I care about you taking care of your family first. When I was a single mom, I still had a thought of needing to give to help, but I have to take care of myself and my child. I couldn't even pay rent, right? Some little towels that I bought at Walmart for $7 was a make or break me with my gas. I have no business giving to other people when I myself don't even have my stuff together. There are people that are in these situations. Put yourself first, get your finances together, get on a plan, right? Get on a plan, whether you contact me. This is the deal that I'm doing right now, guys. Listen to this, okay? It's a limited time offer. I only offer this a couple times a month, and I open it up to 2-3 people tops. 15 sessions. I'm doing 15 one-hour sessions. It includes this book, the Envision Your Best Day 90-Day Planner. We do 90 days, 15 sessions over 90 days. It's $500 flat, and we get all of your money issues together. We figure it all out. We figure it all out for you. Step by step, we get you on a plan. We get you on a planner. We get you writing stuff down and really taking this stuff seriously. So yes.humanbetter365.com/15. It'll also be in the description below this video. I don't know if it's in there right now, but it will be once I get done. So number six, I have two more left. So number six, get ambitious. Get ambitious. And these are my people. These are my garbage, flipping stuff, sewing things, and selling it. And selling it. My time, my goods, products, services, it doesn't matter. Collecting money. It's important to visualize yourself as a squirrel. One of the things that I talk about all the time is if you're up saying that you need to make more money. I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Thanks for those of you that are still hanging on tight. I appreciate you. Oh, we're working with the internet today. So the next one, number six, is get ambitious. Get ambitious. We're not making money here at Human Better 365. Here at Human Better 365, making money is illegal. Illegal. The only people that can make money is the government. Just like you can make bread or make a problem, you actually have a collection problem. A collection problem. So it's not about spending too much money. Maybe that too, right? We talked about that. However, we need to start putting more emphasis on collecting. How are you collecting more money? So babysitting. Yes, as a 40-year-old, you can freaking babysit. Dog walking. Yes, as a 50-year-old, you can go dog walk. As a 29-year-old, yes, you can get a roommate. I all of you ambitious ones out there, dig deep into different ways in which you can make money. That's one of the things that I will be covering here on Mondays. Different ideas. I plan on having a day where I literally just list off like 50 ideas or more of ways. Find your happiness. So retail therapy is dumb. Retail therapy is dumb. It just is. So we need to stop our impulse spending. Do something that doesn't cost money. You're already paying for a gym membership. Go to the gym. The amount of time that you would normally spend at the mall, if you normally spend at the mall 4 hours, go to the gym for freaking 4 hours. You can literally walk for an hour, do weights for an hour, take an hour shower, hang out in the sauna for an hour. You can do your whole makeup and wardrobe. There's so many things that you can do just at the gym. Go for a swim. You can go for a walk. You can go to therapy. You can sign up with Sabrina Victoria and the going out into these shopping sprees because we don't know what else to do. There's just so much going on in our head. We're so overwhelmed with our job, with our family, with our finances, with our health, that we just want to just zone out from all of it. Like bad breakups, divorces, death. There's so many things that we have going on in our lives, and we just want to zone out. We just want to do nothing. We just want to just spend money. It's the wrong thing to do. It's the wrong thing to do. I'm telling you right now, if you're in one of those funks right now, this is your sign. This is your sign. This week, go to your bank, open up a savings account, cut out the spending, start a diary or a journal for your receipts, and start tracking every single one of your receipts down and write it down and start calculating how much money is being poured out of your account every single month and how much of it is stupid. How much of this money is stupid that you're spending? Calculate that at the end of the year and see how much money that is. Mine was thousands of dollars being spent on dumb stuff like gas station stops, smoothie stops, Starbucks stops, dumb little sandwiches and freaking fast food bullshit where I literally was going to be home in 45 minutes, but didn't want to like make a little sandwich when I got home, just pouring out of my account. And then I'm wondering why I can't get ahead. Why can I not get ahead? These are the reasons why. These are the things that I want to talk to you about. If you're unfamiliar, I have done it. I have gone from the poorhouse. I have gone from negative $16 in my account to where I am now. And I want to teach you. I want to teach you all of the stuff in between. I certainly hope you were taking notes. I'll go through them one more time. If you're looking for somebody to coach you in this area of your life, I have this awesome limited time offer going on right now. You go to yes.365.com/15, and it'll take you to a landing page with a nice little video of myself explaining some stuff, but really helping you dive into these areas of your life where you are having trouble and just getting it over and done with once and for all, and just getting that right. Let's get your money right. When you have your money right, you just feel better. You just feel better. So pay your bills on time. Number one, write this down. Number two, create a spending plan. A spending plan. This is what I'm talking about with the receipts in the journal. And I do bi-weekly journal of all of my finances in and out and where all of my money is. Number three, stop trying to compete. Stop trying to compete with your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. Stop trying to compete with your friends. Stop trying to compete with your neighbors. You have to put yourself first. Your money should be going into your savings account, into an investment, into a stock, into real estate, into your business. It should not just be frivolously being spent on silly things, okay? Number four, create a savings account. If you do not have a savings account, you need to go get one. By the end of the week, that's your goal. By Friday, you need a savings account with money in it. If you have a savings account, or if you're opening up a savings account, go to your bank and start an automatic withdrawal from your checking into your savings. I don't care if it's even $15. If this scares you and be like, oh, this is kind of scary, just do something small. Do 12 bucks. It doesn't matter how much money. At the end of a freaking month, that $12 is $50. That's a big fucking deal for a lot of people. Excuse my language. Number 5, put yourself first. That might sound a little harsh to some people. Some people love giving money to charity, but you have to put yourself first and your family first. Okay. Number 6, get ambitious. And I'm going to be diving into this more every Monday. Every Monday, I'm going to be talking money, finances, and business. I want you to join me here if you're having issues. This is all free content that I'm giving you from my own experience of what has worked, what I have done. So everything, get ambitious. Babysitting, yes. I have babysat in my adult years. It's not just for college kids. Dog walking. I've had really good friends of mine in their 30s and 40s that dog walk. They're like, it's great. I get exercise and I make freaking $50 a week, just extra. That $50 is $200 a month. That $200 a month is $1,000 over $1,000 at the end of the year. That's freaking cool. You're getting exercise and you're making an extra over $1,000 a year. That's awesome. Sewing, renting out a room, Airbnb experiences. There are things that you can do as side hustles to make extra money so you can start getting ahead. We need to get ahead. We need to come out from the debt. We need to start paying our debt, our student loans, our credit cards that are charging us so much interest. We're drowning. We're drowning. And these few things are going to help you. And the last thing, number 7, I hope you wrote these down. Find your happiness. I believe these are in the description. Find your happiness. So retail therapy is dumb. Stop going to the mall when you're stressed. Stop going to Target when you're having a bad day. Go to the gym, read a book, go for a walk, call your mom. Start a side business. Clean out your garage. Sign up with Sabrina for her coaching for the Envision Your Best Life 90-day planner for free. You get this awesome, look at how awesome this planner is. You get this planner for free. There's 12 exercises in the front that I go over with you to really help you break down your life and figure out the areas in which you need to be working a little more diligently in. And I help you break that up. We need to start making some movement. Being a human just isn't about being alive. Being a human is everything that there is. And we're not all doing it to the best of our capabilities. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how you can do it just a little bit better. Just a little bit better than what you're doing now. Can you agree that maybe you could be doing it a little bit better? That's all I'm saying. You're not going to find a price like this anywhere else with a coach. You're just not. Not with the quality that you're going to be getting here, folks. 15 sessions, 1 hour each. That's 150 hours. That's wrong. I'm sorry. That's 15 hours for $500. That's less than $34 each. That's like a copay right there. I'm basically giving it away for free right there. This was fantastic. I hope you got a lot from it. Leave comments, leave questions, direct message me if you want to. I'm always here for you. If you haven't joined my podcast, I have a Facebook group called Her Version, where I do podcasting and I interview other women who have inspirational stories of their life and all of the things that they've done in their life. I certainly hope that you have a fantastic day. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is all about time management, organization, and procrastination. And the title of that show is Ain't Nobody Got Time for That. So I certainly hope to see you guys then. Have an awesome day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.